Dear Arsenal fans, listen to this breaking news. Arsenal has confirmed a move for Sporting CP striker Viktor Gyökeres. The 26-year-old was one of the most prolific forwards in Europe last season, scoring 43 goals and setting up a further 15 in 50 appearances. The Gunners are said to be one of several clubs interested in signing the Sweden international this summer, with Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham also monitoring the situation. Mikel Arteta and Edu are keen on signing a forward before the window closes on August 30th. Football. London understands, although it's unclear if they would be willing to pay Gyökeres £86 million release clause. Arsenal already have Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz and Eddie Nketiah capable of playing in the number 9 role, although Nketiah has been linked with an exit himself and could depart Emirates Stadium in the coming weeks. Any funds generated this summer could go towards a move for Gyökeres, with Emile Smith-Rowe and Reiss Nelson also tipped to move on this window. Signing a player of Gyökeres' talent would be a huge statement of intent by the Gunners as they prepare for yet another grueling Premier League title battle with Manchester City. So, should Arsenal make a move for the striker? Gyökeres is a top striker. There is no question about that. Before moving to Sporting CP he scored goals for Coventry in the Championship, so he also has English football experience, although the Premier League is a totally different ball game. I just feel £86 million is a lot to spend on a striker who has only really been prolific in the last 2 to 3 seasons. For example, in the 2020-21 campaign he scored 5 goals in 34 appearances for Coventry. For me, if Gabriel Jesus can stay fit, he is a dream for Mikel Arteta's squad as he also brings the best out of others. Jesus might not be prolific but he can still easily score 20-plus goals for the Gunners. This is why I would instead spend the money on a wide forward. Someone who can play on both wings and maybe allow Bukayo Saka to have a rest every once in a while. Nico Williams and Rafinha could be available and I'd personally look at signing one of those two instead of Gyökeres. When it comes to Arsenal's interest in Gyökeres this summer, it feels a case of if not him then who will the Gunners sign to strengthen their forward line. Benjamin Sesko is staying at RB Leipzig for now, Alexander Isak is too expensive and Victor Osimhen is as big a risk as the Swede. His record in Portugal last season was astonishing and another season like that will lead to even more clubs being interested in him next summer, if not before. Sporting are in a position of strength with negotiations and do not need to settle for anything less than his £86 million release clause. But if Arsenal are determined to spend big on a centre forward this summer then Gyökeres looks to be the man they should do it for. It almost feels like we've gone full circle here. Viktor Gyökeres was the one most heavily linked with Arsenal at the start of the summer transfer window. And now, here we are again a month before the window is due to close and he is back on the agenda. Has anything really changed since then? Arsenal still need a forward, having only added to their backline and goalkeeper, although we all knew that was happening so far this summer. A midfielder was high on the priority list too. Gyökeres at £86 million looks a lot of money. But he does have the ability to be Arsenal's own Erling Haaland, and when you want one of those, you have to pay through the nose. Do Arsenal want an out-and-out striker though? Our understand is no, so why would you splash the cash on someone like that? There are other options out there that Arsenal can save millions on. Fabrizio Romano says Mikel Merino is the Gunners' next target. With Calafiori's arrival imminent, Arsenal are ready to focus on a midfield addition. Explaining next steps, Romano revealed. After that Calafiori's deal, Arsenal will focus on Mikel Merino. Arsenal have been having conversations on the player's side and they are prepared to attack the situation on the club side as well once they've completed the formal part of the Calafiori deal. There's still no official bid from Arsenal to Real Sociedad, while we also know about interest from Spanish clubs Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Still, Arsenal are preparing their move, with Merino remaining high on the Gunners' list as they prepare to focus on strengthening their midfield, though he's not the only one being considered. Merino is one of the names they like, and then we'll have to see how conversations with Real Sociedad will go. Merino has been at Sociedad since moving from Newcastle United in July 2018. He has appeared in 242 games for the club across competitions, recording 27 goals and 30 assists. As per Transfermarkt, Merino is worth €50 million, $54.15 million, and is in the final year of his contract at Sociedad.